I have a nitty-gritty QuickBooks question here. How do I set up QuickBooks for state sales tax? I'm so glad that you want to know, and I'm going to assume for the moment QuickBooks Desktop because you didn't specify, and usually someone says QuickBooks Online when they mean QuickBooks Online and QuickBooks when they mean QuickBooks Desktop. And the answer is twofold. One, I'm going to assume that you're already aware of the rules in your state about what products or services in your business are subject to sales tax and what are not subject to sales tax. So number two, purely focusing on QuickBooks setup, and that is you open the items list. You'll see the items list button on your home page or in the lists menu. You can click on the item list and simply click on new. Now, what to do from here depends on the complexity of the jurisdictions. If it's state and only state, type in the name of the governmental authority who will receive your money. Maybe it's the New Jersey Division of Taxation. It's your state and then the division name or the department name, Department of Revenue, whatever it's called in your state. Set them up as a vendor. Set up, enter in the sales tax percent, and now look at your settings as well to make sure that, look at the default. Are all of your products and services in your items list set as default to be taxable or default non-taxable? This is a little measure that can save you some time. If most of your products or services are taxable, then set the default to be taxed. And if any of them is non-taxable, then you'll simply override that. Hey, this item is non-taxable. And you'll override that when you set up the items for the products and services that you sell. For sales taxes that are more complex in QuickBooks, for example, if you have a local sales tax and a state sales tax, what you do is you create an item for the local and an item for the state. Like in New York State, Brooklyn sales tax is something like 4.875%, and then add on to that state sales tax just for New York State is 4%. So you create one for state and you create one for Brooklyn, you might do, and then you create a sales tax group which takes these two and combines them together. That gives you some freedom and flexibility that if you have customers outside of the 5 boroughs, let's say in upstate, and you only need to charge the state sales tax item, then just charge the state sales tax item. And you can have each customer linked to a certain sales tax item. If they're going to use, for example, the New York State or the combined New York State and Brooklyn, you can have those linked to the customers in the customer setup area, in the customer list. So there aren't a lot of fields to figure out. So just remember sales tax item for the individual jurisdictions, and if they have to combine like state and local for a total, then you can use a sales tax group.